So, are they, are some people say in the jungle, where are they go? So, are they, are some people say that they've been kicked off, that they've, were actually just fighting the last remnants of, the humans that were loyal to these dark entities and, their networks and, the actual, entities are no longer here on Earth? Is there any thoughts or confirmation on that?
Yeah, people saying that it's really irresponsible. It really is. I mean, the Earth, this solar system is still, it's like the last stronghold for these negative groups. All of the others around have been pretty much liberated or mostly liberated. And ours is, I'm sorry, it's the last crappiest place they've got that things need to be liberated from. This is their last foothold. They don't have anywhere to go except to be judged. They can't be kicked off the planet. I mean, they control the planet and the solar system. And we're making more and more headway against them. They have to be defeated from everywhere else. They have to be defeated here. I have a lot of people that have contacted me very confused by these reports because people are still getting abducted. Alien abductions are still occurring. There are a lot of things that, experiencers are still experiencing.
The bomb is being armed.
Saying that the ETs can control the planet, and people are like, what, am I supposed to think I'm crazy? People are telling me that the ETs are gone. They were at my house last night, look at these marks on my body. Grenade! What am I supposed to think? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. People are all caught up. Most of where this is coming from is a collective fear. People have been so afraid. Like, we've been through so much, we deserve victory, and quite honestly, I had some of the largest group of people that are out putting out this information came to me and they told me, they said, Corey, they said, after COVID and all this stuff, the community's been through so much, they need a hopeful narrative. And they said they said my information is a little scary. They want me to come over and start reporting what they're reporting, that we're free, that we've been liberated, and that through the process, we're going to co-create that, make it happen. That was very upsetting, and then things developed from there to where they said, well, if you don't come to our narrative, we'll call you compromised, we'll say you're not contacting for all these things, which they did. And then some of them turned on themselves, being that fight each other, they don't tell them. It's just the community is very compromised right now. We have disinformation, not just in the community, but in what they call the Patriot community and all these other groups, resistance groups around the world. There is so much disinformation going around, and people are getting so caught up in it and so emotionally invested in it. And most of it is just BS. We're getting emotionally invested and spending time outwardly on stories that are mostly BS, and we are spending time, inwardly trying to maintain our vibration and calm, So that's what I have to say about that. I'm sorry that, there are some people that have succumbed to the fear and become compromised in this community, but, that's happened, and it has.
Do you think that a lot of people that are, out there doing this disinformation are actually truly believe that they're going and experience maybe they're, being compromised by some dark entities that they, looking as malevolent or whatever, where they actually believe that the stuff that they're, putting out into the community, or, are there actual people out there spreading misinformation purposely to confuse, distract, divide, get away from people, spending that time inward like they should be?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just delusional, crazy people in this community. I'm sorry. You have to be able to, and some of these people have these pious looks in their eyes. They beam out love and light, and it's really, you can be sold on it, but
First, on the M4.
really use your discernment now more than ever. The time of time, deception has never been higher. And, there's a good 30% of this community that is nuttier than squirrel crap. That's just the way it is. And I know you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club, but there it is. And in the future, over the last 8 years since I've come out, the experiences that I've had with the 70% of people that are beautiful, love, and light are amazing. But the 30% of the people that are nutty have left an impression. And my God, we're going to be doing some documentaries about my experiences and come out the whole thing. Everything from spider stalking to people doing crazy stuff. I mean, we're going to, disclosure, start full disclosure. And there's a lot of people that are not what they say, and there's plenty of proof out there, and there's a lot of people who are what they say, and we're going to do some documentaries that's really going to shine a major light on this community and the field of ufology. It's going to be pretty bigger. 3 documentaries we're talking to a major channel about.
So is it a good chance that the dark entities are using these people in order to create this, distraction, confusion, and, they're genuinely maybe believe that they're sharing this information, but it's being twisted, they're being played by these dark entities that are still controlling, or still, looking to try to control it.
This is how you don't say one.
Doing things that are actually helping the Archons and or they're being manipulated by these shadow beings, Archons. And people are in this community that have undealt with traumas or personality issues, mental issues, are very much used. I've seen it firsthand. I've had people come knock on my door, somehow found out where I live, open the door, they hand me a folder, and they get on the ground and start bowing to me. And I'm like, what the hell? And I open it up, and it's like some manifesto. I get an email at least once a week from someone saying they're God and they can talk with. I have all of these people contacting me saying that, they're in contact with ETs that are telling them this and that, all of these crazy things, and all they need is a camera and a YouTube channel and a couple thousand people that listen to them, and then there's an audience, and that information gets disseminated through those couple of thousand people, and then it propagates. I mean, it's been an amazing. I've really broken down how information flows through this community and how they take information from other people, steal it, kind of change it around and make it their truth. It's really wild. It's going to be very interesting.
Seems like the crazier the story, the more they can, perpetuate whatever it is and get people attracted to, wanting to share out because it's, so almost unbelievable.
Right, yeah. I think a lot of people they're fulfilling a need, attention need somehow. And, other people know that, the show that I did, the movies that I've done, the courses that I've done have made a good amount of money, and they don't have any original ideas of themselves, and then start taking my information, twisting it, causing a lot of problems, and confusing people. I don't know, it's a big mess, but that's why we're taking this information to the entertainment industry, Hollywood, and all of that. Things really help to blow up. I just wish I'll come back after the next announcement.
All right, you're good to go.
It's a very exciting announcement. I'll come back onto your show and talk about it.
I've done it. I can't fuck with you to such a. I've got to be over.
It's kind of like that show I did. It's going to hit millions of people, and all of this stuff that we're talking about right now, just to be a little bit of background noise. It's not going to be a big deal.
So when you mentioned the Hollywood, though, we have, like, you know, us in the truther community, not so favorable opinions on that, the Hollywood, the Hollyweird, and all the insane stuff that's being brought to light about how dark that whole clown industry has been.
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing is, I ran into more corruption and satanic ufology field that I have in the last 4 years in Hollywood. Chew on that, community. Seriously. I know there are plenty of Satanists and bad people there. I'm White House and good people, but I don't have people trying to dollars. I don't have people stealing from me because they have all these rules there, you know. They may be bad people, but they abide by these rules with each other. You know, here in this community, there's like no rules. It's just how I have to feel. And you know, that small percentage of people, yeah. You know, I've been into corrupt. I've had people off board, defame me, extort, blackmail. I've had, oh my gosh, this is going to be an incredible series of documentaries when it's released. But I've ran into way more of that kind of crap in this community than I have in Hollywood, although I know it's there and it's a part of the actual structure. But I don't have it like punching the face, jabbing in the eyes like I have, you know, the last 8 years.
Is it more maybe because that's more a little tight unit? They have to keep their secrecy in order to, you know, be able to do their nasty without, you know, being exposed?
Yeah, it's just like, it's like people in key positions that are these like real nasty, dark, occultist type people, and like way up there. I mean, I talked to like one of the heads of a major platform that everyone would know a number of times now on pitches and stuff. And they're the sweetest. They're loving like they have great intentions. They want to put out great work. There are just people around here and there that have key positions and have little old boys networks where they have their little pedophile satanic handshakes or whatever, you know, and they do their thing and they control what they can control. But Hollywood has changed so much with the streaming. The environment is differently. They don't have these Harvey Weinstein different types all controlling everything. It's the streaming wars are opening it up to where you don't have to be a part of any club. They're just looking for good content, and they're also looking for bad content out there too, but no negative content. But I'm taking advantage of the situation to put out positive content to red pill people through, you know, the entertainment industry. And there are definitely some negative people there, and you know, I just haven't run into a whole lot of them. You know, the business deals I have made have been, you know, by the book. It's just in the, I guess in the community, no one wants to use lawyers, no one wants to use accountants, no one wants to do contracts. They just want to go off of all of these different things. Everyone has different business ethics, so that doesn't work. And then people get mad and emotional, and people that are all love and light, 1 minute, the next thing you know, they're telling you if you don't hand over your like millions of dollars, they're going to destroy you publicly, and then they do it. So it's been a pretty strange ride for me and my family. It's been very heavy on my family.
I haven't been involved in any financial stuff because everything that I do is, you know, I just do out of my own pocket. I don't do anything to do with any money or anything. So, but I've had a lot of these crazies come out and, you know, for this and that. So I've experienced quite a turbulent ride, you know, being out in the public eye like this as well. So, and I've also, when you talked about these people that have connected with you saying that they're, you know, these Jesus or this and that, like I've had in this last while 3 different people tell me they're Jesus. I've had John the Baptist. I've heard someone, you know, currently I'm chatting with that says he's Lucifer. You know, there's someone coming up on the missing link that, you know, there's lots of them, because like you've been contacted with them, I've been contacted with them. I'm sure there's tons of other people around that are being contacted that believe that they are these certain beings.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to go back to a large percentage of them. You know, there are people, God bless them, that are schizophrenic and have other issues, and the delusions get a little out of hand. That's a lot of the cases. And some of the other cases, people have just kind of like crappy lives, and they need an escape, and they get caught up in their delusions and escapes. That's my personal opinion, and I base that directly off of my experience with these people. I've had issues with people that, you try to reason with people, they're doing bad things, you say, okay, be reasonable, or we're going to take you to court, and then they double down, and there's just people who do not think rationally, and a lot of these people that believe that there's a lady out there right now doing videos saying that she's my mother, and that she is Jesus' wife. I don't know, this whole thing, and she's starting to get a number of viewers. I'm like, what's going on? I think a lot of
America's been thunderstruck by the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. With a sleek exterior and crazy get outside without the high price during the spring season. Get thunderstruck.
The Lakers may have just gotten a preview of what the postseason will look like. A blowout loss to the Phoenix Suns, allowing 48 first quarter points, losing by a final of 141-11. Meanwhile, some good news may be on the horizon for the Lakers. Anthony Davis said before the game he's optimistic that he may be